right, y'all. So, if you have not seen Apple TV's The Morning Show, you need to.
What does the cat do?
If you don't have an Apple product, bitch, get with a friend. Do what you gotta do. Because this show is absolutely worth watching. It's one season, 10 episodes, and it's amazing. The Morning Show is really a show around a morning show. Kind of like Good Morning America or The Today Show. It's really that type of format, like a big budget morning broadcasting show. And it stars Jennifer Aniston as Alex Levy and Steve Carell kind of sort of as Mitch Kessler. And Steve Carell in this show is a gorgeous man. Like, I never looked at Steve Carell as like the attractive type. Like, he wasn't ugly, he just wasn't for me. But him, middle-aged with the beard and the salt and pepper, like, Mitch Kessler looks good, y'all. Like, but Mitch Kessler is like Harvey Weinstein or damn, it was another co-host on a morning show. I forget his name. Y'all hop in the comments and let me know. But he was on trial for the same thing. And basically that is kind of how the show starts, you know? And Reese Witherspoon plays a character by the name of Bradley Jackson. And she's in some small town far away from New York. And she's doing her thing, but because of her charisma and her fire, they wanted her on the show initially just to talk about the video that got her all of this attention, but because of the Mitch Kessler situation, she had to come in and kind of, you know, fill in and become the new host. And the way it happens, y'all, is just amazing. I don't want to give too much away because I want y'all to watch it. At the beginning of the season, I don't know about you guys, but I'm in not full, but majority support of Mitch. Like, I'm like, oh my God, like, this is horrible. Like, this is, you know, this is just what most guys say. I'm just flirting, you know, it's consensual. You know, the way it's being described comes across as consensual. And I'm just like, okay. But y'all, it takes a turn. It takes a turn. So what I'm going to do so that I refrain from telling the episodes and the season and giving it away, I want to go down each character and kind of just say what I feel about each character. This is a great show, y'all. Alex and Bradley, I'm going to group them together. Alex is sort of like the anchor to the show. Once Mitch leaves, it's Alex's show. And Bradley comes in, they kind of bounce off of each other. At first you think they don't kind of like each other, but it kind of works itself out into like this bonded friendship in some sort of way. But throughout the series, you see the bond, but you also see that, like, these bitches don't really trust each other the way they say they do. But I love their energy together. I love how in troubled times one can kind of carry the other and they can bounce off of each other. And everything that they have going on behind the scenes, you don't really see on camera. Once that red light is on, Alex and Bradley jump into position and they do the damn thing. Mitch Kessler, I already really talked about Mitch Kessler, so yeah, you know, I had sympathy for him at first. I did not toward the end at all. And yeah, that's that. I think Mitch was a great representation of somebody whose career has been tarnished, and more than seeing the severity of his actions, he was more desperate to get his career back. It wasn't really about, look at what I've done and how I made these people feel. It was more, how fucking dare y'all not have my back? You know, like, I'm Mitch. The fuck? You know? Who cares? Like, I'm Mitch. Don't do me like this. Corey and Chip / Charlie. Charlie, I was feeling. I was here for Charlie. I was here for the dynamic between Charlie and Alex. Once the water started getting muddy around the relationship between Alex and Chip, that's when I started seeing Chip in a different way. I was just like, you know, you have all this loyalty to Alex in the beginning of the season, but for you to make the moves that you're making, why? Just straight up, why? and Corey. I hated Corey at the beginning of the season, and on the last episode, I was Team Corey all the way. The way they just take you, and it's a slow progression. Like when we first meet Corey, it's like, girl, keep him over there. And then like throughout the season, it's just like, does this man really have a heart? And it's really hard to have a definitive emotion toward Corey, because as you see that he kind of has a heart, he still does like asshole type things to where you're just like, and I know it. That's exactly why I didn't let my guard down with you, Corey, because I knew you was gonna pull some shit like this. I loved Rena and Daniel, the Hispanic girl and the black gay guy. I loved them so much. Daniel, I really want to believe that you are going to get what you ask for from the morning show, but TMS is not going to give you what you need. Audra, which is Mindy's character, you should have just went with her. But I do understand how you were like, I have a relationship at TMS and I don't want to fuck that up trying to chase something that I may not even get at your station. So girl, let me just, let me just wade in the water and see what this gets me. But baby, I think you need to make the most of your situation and try to capitalize on the segment they gave you, because you sitting next to Alex is a future that I don't see happening. Not soon. No, because I don't think Bradley's going anywhere. Especially given how the season ended, Bradley is not going anywhere. Oh wait, the Hispanic girl, I think her name was Allison, not Rena. Who the fuck is Rena? Mia. I love Mia. I love Mia's energy, and when Mia had her monologue for the season, that carried her entire character. Mia set things in motion. Mia's character was Mia was a producer, and Mia was on Mitch's team, I believe. Something happened between Mitch and Mia. You'll see that. You won't really see it. You'll hear about it. And that resulted in Mia having to go to Alex's team. But I don't even think that happened. Did that happen? Because Alex was not here for it. Alex was not here for it. Alex was like, he not finna keep doing this to me. When he done with somebody, he just gonna dump them off on me. Hell no. You ain't about to do that to me. But anyway, Mia stayed a producer. And Mia worked really closely with Chip. And baby, when she had enough, she had enough. And what I really loved about Mia is that when she had enough, she said, she set it off. And after she set it off, she was like, now I'm finna get back to work. I don't want to hear about the shit no more. I'm finna do my goddamn job, and I suggest y'all do the same. And that is professionalism, Mia. After I went off, I probably would have left or quit or something, but Mama was like, nah, I got a job to do. I got goals to reach, bitch. I'm here and I'm staying. Hannah. I really liked Hannah. From the very beginning, I liked Hannah. Hannah was the head booker. So if anybody was coming on as a guest to the show, Hannah had the job of going to get them and convincing them to come onto the show. And Mama did a very good job. She was very empathetic. She was very sympathetic. She was very relatable. She knew her fucking job. She knew her job, and she did it well. But later on in the season, we find out how she got to head booker. She was always a booker, but I think she kind of came in as an intern or something. And what got her to head booker was yikes. And that had such a stain, a mark, a wound on not only her career, but on her heart and her life. It took her character in a direction that I wasn't foreseeing. Like, when we come to the end of the season and we see Hannah's character kind of come full circle, it wasn't at all what I was expecting. At all. And there was one piece in one of the episodes that they kind of flashed about Hannah that I was just like, why did they put that in there? What relevancy does that have? Grant you, it's a problem, but it wouldn't have mattered one way or the other if they would have left that out, But at the end of the season, we found out why. We found out why she was doing what she was doing, because she was, girl, y'all gotta say it. Claire and Yanko. So Claire and Yanko are a secret couple. One's, I think, like an intern. I think Claire's an intern, and Yanko is the weatherman. And because his mind is just going a mile a minute and he is so passionate about weather and about science and this and that, baby Claire is just turned on. She was like, oh my God, you are so sexy. She has this English accent. Them together is just everything. But given the taboo that is around workplace relationships, coupled with what Mitch is going through this entire season, they are like, we ain't telling nobody about shit as it pertains to us. So their whole relationship this season is a secret, a huge secret, but it's love. It's love. And they kind of reach a point in their relationship where they're like, you know what? We're grown. And we love each other. So maybe we should be a little less exclusive and just kind of live out loud. And you kind of see how that affects them both individually and as a couple and how they deal with it. And I love the conclusion of it all. Like, they had a climax. They had, you know, a moment where it was just like, are they going to see this through? And when you see what happens, you're like, okay, this kind of works out best. You know, like, I kind of expected this to happen, and I'm glad that it did, because I feel like it's going to work for them. Individually, it's going to work for them because they took time to handle it and deal with it and process it individually to even figure out what they wanted to do as a couple. And that is smart. Very smart. Fred. Fuck Fred. Yeah, fuck Fred completely for his complicity, for his choosing to be blind and turn the other cheek, and for his just shiesty ways. He is just an asshole. He is shiesty. He cares about the all-American dollar. He doesn't care about loyalty to anybody. It does not matter because, you know, I already told you, like, Mitch is out, Bradley is in. And baby, they were not done trying to clean house. They wanted to get rid of some pivotal people. And it's just like, why? Like, what did these people do? And just the way they tried to turn the narrative on Mitch was just horrible. Like, and that all came trickling down from Fred. And I think the partial involvement that Corey had in it kind of had you side-eyeing, like, well, whose side are you on? But you kind of see toward the end of the season. Well, no, you don't kind of see. You see. You see. But yeah, I think I covered all of the main characters. I'm ready for a season 2. I got word. Prior to Miss Rona coming to town, they were starting production on season 2. And if they can get back to work in time, we should have a season 2 around November of this year. Here's fingers crossed. People can go back to work and we can go back to our lives. I did not say it was going to be back to normal, but back to our lives. But I'm here for season 1 of The Morning Show. Y'all check that out. It was everything. I did see Tiger King. I am not going to review that because it was a whole lot of fuckery going on. If y'all want to hear an in-depth review that is sort of along the line of what I would say, y'all hit up El Teddy 27. He has reviewed the entire episode, split into a couple of videos, and y'all, his review is just about as good, if not better, than the show. And I think all of my fans, all of my people will love it because, again, it's something that I would have said. But yeah, y'all, that's what it was given, so I gave it what I had. Make sure you are liking, commenting, subscribing, and that your notifications are on. Same place, same time.